and welcome to a video on account grouping and hierarchy in Odoo 19. So let's begin. In this video, we will understand how account grouping works in Odoo and how it helps structure financial reports using a hierarchical format. To view the reports in the accounting application, you can go to General Ledger. Here you can see that without proper grouping, financial reports appear flat and less structured. This is why we use account groupings, because it improves clarity and presentation of financial reports without affecting the actual accounting entries. To enable account grouping, we first need to activate the developer mode. So go to configuration, setting. Here you can search developer, and clicking on this option will activate the developer mode. You can see that a small icon has appeared here. It shows that you are in the developer mode. Now, in configuration, you can see that a new section has appeared, that is account groups. Here you can create account groups in a hierarchical fashion. So for my company, that is Demo Marlow, I have created this hierarchy. That is the ones with the broader prefix 1, 2, 3, and 9. These are known as parent groups, that is assets, liabilities, income, and expenses. The ones underneath the parent group are known as subgroups. You can see that the prefix of the subgroup and the parent group must be the same. That is, all of the accounts starting from 1 will be coming under the asset group. You can create any number of subgroups inside a parent group. Now, let's first go to configuration and chart of accounts. Here, the effectiveness of account grouping in Odoo depends largely on the correct definition of prefix ranges. Since accounts are automatically assigned to groups based on their code structure, it is essential to review the chart of accounts before configuring groups. You can see that each account has a distinct code. These codes are very important while you are establishing the prefix in your account groups, because it is on the basis of these that they will be segregated into different accounts. Okay. Now go to configuration and account groups. By clicking on new, you can create a new group. Here you can see that you have the option to select a start and to prefix for your account. Here you can see that all of the subgroups come under the parent group itself. Like I said, you can create any number of subgroups as you want. To view this, go to reporting and trial balance. Here now you can see that each account is segregated into their own separate groups. Here in the posted entries, there will be an option hierarchy and subtotals. Make sure that you enable this. Now, we can do a transaction to see whether the transaction is being correctly mapped to each group. For that, let us pay a vendor bill. Here, as you can see, I've created a vendor bill and I have paid it. It is in the in payment status right now. So whenever a payment is in payment, it means that the transaction is being recorded in the outstanding payment account. You can confirm it from here. In the outstanding payments, you can see the journal items. You can see that the first one is there. Now, once this payment is reconciled, the status will change from in payment paid. As you can see here, now the status has changed to paid. That means this transaction is being recognized by the bank. Now, in the trial balance, you can see that in the bank journal items, the money has entered the bank. As you can see, it is correctly mapped here, and hence we can conclude by saying that account grouping improves the clarity in presentation of financial reports without affecting accounting entries. Proper prefix configuration ensures structured and meaningful financial reporting. So that's it about account grouping. For further information or assistance regarding account configuration and financial reporting in Odoo, please feel free to contact us at infinter.com. Thank you.